I'm Rosalind, Diane's cousin. As some of you may know, I'm one of many. You see, Diane has no brothers or sisters, but she has tons and tons of cousins.
Sweet, the photographer's in the way.
We're all close in age, and our childhood was spent sleeping over at each other's houses on weekends, and vacationing with each other's families during the summer. We sort of became an exclusive little club, where we definitely kept each other's secrets, because we all had too much dirt on each other. Even though we're all pretty close, Diane and I were particularly close growing up.
She just wants to see a video.
Our moms like to dress us up alike.
I like Lawrence.
And they send us to the same school. We're together all the time. Eventually, we did separate, going to different high schools and then going to different colleges. Although these years were the first time in our lives, they weren't just a short walk down the hallway or a quick 10-minute ride apart. We remained very close. Whenever one of us needed the other, we were always just a phone call away. And trust me, there were plenty of phone calls. I remember the day that Diane called me and told me about David.
Excited for next week.
She had just started working at Martin Chicochi, and she said there was a guy there who constantly flirted with her and asked her out. And he says he never asked her out. That's a different story. And she wasn't sure if his attention was genuine or not. I told her he was probably just paying a little extra attention to her because she was new, and it would probably die down eventually. But I was wrong. A couple weeks later, Diane called me again and said, not only was this guy, David, asking her out constantly, but he was claiming that he knew he was going to marry her someday. Back then, I told Diane that was the cheesiest pickup line I've ever heard in my entire life, and that he was just trying to sweet talk her. Well, I was a little bit right and a little bit wrong. I was right that, yeah, it is the cheesiest pickup line I've ever heard. But I was wrong about the sweet talking because apparently David did know that Diane would be the one for him. Now, at first glance, Diane and David might seem like an unusual couple. David is covered in tattoos, and I don't think I've ever seen a reminder note on my cousin's handwritten in ink before. Also, their philosophies in life are very different.
I gotta get this on video because I'm not gonna remember shit later.
David is spontaneous. He has these sudden great ideas that just have to be jumped into right away. But Diane is definitely a 5-year plan kind of girl. She likes timelines and she likes schedules and she's very regimented. But Diane and David have one very important thing in common. They're both very passionate. They're passionate about each other and they're passionate about their lives together. They are a great couple because they combine their completely different philosophies and work together. And they just complement each other. Diane and Dave were married in August on their 5th year anniversary. That means that 5 years ago, David came into Diane's life and brought her happiness and support and love. And I want to thank him for that. It is my honor to stand here today and welcome you on behalf of all my cousins and the rest of my family to our exclusive little club. Yeah! I'd like to propose a toast to our newlyweds. May your hopes always become your realities, and may the saddest day of your future be no worse than the happiest day of your past. To Diane and David.
Yeah.
To Diane and David. Let's cheers to Diane and David. Cheers.
Yeah, that was beautiful. She knows her better than I do.
Oh.
Look at this. Hey,
Well, I brought the camera.
all right, put a big hand together for Mr. Nick Giancana here. This is the man. I've known him for a long time also. You ready, Nick? All right, you got your cocktail? All right, you might want to get that.
Get two!
All right, we have attention just one more time, and we'll start Manjat in just a minute.
You just wrote it.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
It was at the table right now.
I picked them up on the way over before he came here. Yeah. He had like this much.
Everyone,
Pick you up in the limo one time or no?
Maybe.
I've been Dave's dear friend for almost 18 years. I'd first like to start off by saying it's kind of it's funny that I'm sitting here today making a toast with Dave Leon's wedding. Because 18 years ago, there's a funny story of how me and Dave met. It was, see, me and Dave were supposed to get into a fight. Because, see, now I'm in weird. Everybody kept telling me that I look like Dave. And they're like, who's this Dave guy? Why does everybody keep saying he looks like him? I'm like, well, he's a tough guy. He was like 6'7" or whatever. I'm like, this is tougher than Dave. So, obviously, one day, the day finally came when I think Dave was thinking the same thing of why everybody kept saying we look like him. Anyways, so the day finally came at the Dairy School Racquet Club. It was like big event. Dave, Leon, and Nick Connor and see each other. So what happened was, I walked in, he was in the pool, I looked at him, he looked at me, and he said, "What's up?" That was about it. And from that minute on, not only became best friends, he became a brother to me. And it was bittersweet because we just clicked really well. We were a lot of alike. It's not a good thing when we're together. Some fun stuff. We got through it somehow. It worked. Anyways, somebody bet me $1 million 18 years ago that I would stand up here today and see the best man speech of Dave Leon's wedding. I would have bet him $2 million.
I'd take that action.
But anyway, I'm here today, and because
You're doing fine.
I just wrote this.
I know, Dave. Yeah.
He did.
So I was telling you how people kept saying you look alike. I gotta tell you, the first time I saw Dave get a tail down, and that was not that cool. And just, then he tried to wrestle me once, wrestling practice. He took me down one, he thought he was.
This is gonna get drawn out.
Anyway, back up. Then after it was funny because after we met, we said hi. We see the girl in the water. Anyways,
He was making fun of my handwriting. Whoop. No, on my envelope.
I'm trying to find my spot. Anyways, we met before. He's always been a brother to me, and now it's been a brother to me.
Don't say it with any emotion.
This was always good to me. Went up about the other guy. And he found this girl, Diane, and I was forced to accept it. But after knowing Dave for long, I knew how he truly felt, and knew she was the one. After meeting Dan for the first time, I said, "You better not mess this up, dummy." I said, "How did Dave get such a smart, beautiful girl, and just a wonderful person, in and out?" Dave, I think Diane. Dan, I think the world of you, and I'm so happy you and Dave found each other. I really am. I know my best friend, and I know you will always live happily ever after, or else I'll have to keep it butt. Well, let's everyone please raise your glasses to our beautiful bride and groom. I wish you the best.
And public
Guys,
speaker.
Now my son needs some friends, so let's start having some. My son needs some
Hey! Way to do a 180 there. That really sucked.
Thank you, Nick. I think. All right, someone special to David, which is kind of his one and only brother here, would like to say a few words to you folks.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
And no swearing, Nick.
Midget!
How is everyone doing today? I'm not really prepared for this. Basically, I want to keep it short and sweet and just say, you know, Dave's the only brother I have. And when I met Diane, I said, what is she doing with him? But once you get to know him, he's such a great guy. And I wish nothing but the best for them. You know, just forever and ever. And I know it's true, so I love them both and wish nothing but the best. I love my family too. And welcome to the family too.
You can totally see the balls.
Anybody else like to say a few words? It's an open mic right now. It's not karaoke, but it's open mic right now. Okay, we're gonna start the. Oh.
I'd like to thank everyone for coming again. Appreciate it.
Sorry, I was
Take
late.
care of the bartenders, that's all I ask.
Well, we both, like you said, thank everyone for coming here and celebrating with us. We kind of imagined a more perfect wedding reception and spending it with everyone that we love, and we just definitely feel the love in this room. I also want to give a big thanks to my parents and my new in-laws. You know, we could not have done anything without you guys. And, you know, Karen, like, I couldn't have asked for better in-laws than you. And Mom and Dad, without you, you know, none of this would have happened either. So thank you so much, everyone, for being here. And enjoy and have fun.
Yeah.
You know, David Anthony Swan's talk in 2776. We're giving out 3 half-hour shots all month. For an hour. Great nurse.
I don't know if I want to go there if I were you. I visited there once in this way. Okay, just to let you know, we got Thai food on this side. We have Italian food on that side. We're going to start out with the tables on the ends and the end over there. And you guys work your way to the buffet or sit down and eat because they don't want to get overwhelmed up here. So we'll start with table number 1. We'll call it over here. We'll start with table number 1 on the Italian side and just work your way around the buffet and take it from there. Right now, before we do eat, Beverly, David's grandma, everybody's mom, would like to say a blessing. Grandma would like to say a blessing right now.
Say who the hookers with Anthony Rufo, but
Bless us, O Lord, and these our gifts, which we are about to receive from thy bounty through Christ our Lord.
Amen.
Thank you, Diane and David. God love all of you in this room.
All right, let's eat.